really difficult march. It's only the second time we've ever tried that at this high school. When we got done with the contest and came back from spring break, I was really excited because I was going to be able to throw some hard music at these guys. Well, as fate would have it, we have not been together. I think tonight is the fourth time we've been together within the entire semester that has had everybody there. So it was something that was really difficult. If you know anything about music, it starts out in 5 flats and gets worse from there. So it's quite a challenge and tested their range, but the kids did a great job with that. Other things, not so much. Yeah, we have challenges. It's okay. This next piece, we're going to go into our fun portion of our program, and it's fun, but sometimes things that are difficult are fun. And again, this is the second time that I've ever tried to do this in my career. I did this piece one other time a few years ago when I had a great French horn section. And I have a great French horn section. They're really good. And I wanted to play this piece because I really like it. It's very challenging if you're a horn player. Plus, it's just fun. Back in the 80s, a movie came out. It's movie music, and it's called Silverado. It's a Western, if you're familiar with it. And it's a great Western. If you have nothing to do this summer, watch Silverado. It's very fun. This particular arrangement is note for note exactly what they used in the film score. So it's not a watered-down version. It is the actual film score, and it's very challenging. And it's fun. Silverado. Has a lot of solos, as you can tell. It really exposes you as a musician, whether you know what you're doing or not. So that's been loads of fun. Next piece I'm not going to tell you too much about. Certainly you're going to recognize it. I remember as a child in the 70s that I was in Los Alamos, New Mexico. We were at a baseball tournament, and the coaches took us to this movie that we had heard about, but, you know, we were elementary kids. We didn't know too much about it. We got there, and it was just, for the time, it was just mind-blowing for a small New Mexico kid to have seen that. So you're going to recognize that. And then after this, we're going to put everybody together, and I have one more fun tune for you. But this is our last tune that we're going to play. I do want to take a moment to tell my seniors goodbye. Baby, stand up if you're a senior. All right, so this will be our last piece.
daughters graduating this year, so it's maybe somewhat of a graduation as well. But most of you probably know him. Joe Watson really done a lot with the band, with Crockett and the junior high, the high school, the drum line, the color guard. He's selflessly gone and made lots of events and things like that, and shared it online for everybody. And just if you've ever done any video editing work, you know how much time that takes. And we just wanted to thank him for all of that, and it's helped a lot of people, like parents who couldn't be at events because of work or because of just grandparents or aunts and uncles just across the country and things like that, and they get to see their nieces, nephews, grandkids performing things that they otherwise wouldn't. And his wife Amy as well has obviously had to let him do a lot of that kind of stuff. So the two of them together have really done a lot for the band and for really everybody here. And we've captured those memories for years to come. That's really special, nice to have. So we wanted to just make a small token of things from the directors and some of the parents who kind of put together a little mini bag of some things and kind of a night out and stuff. So Joe or Eddie wants to come up here real quick.
All right, Joe.
Thank you.
All right, so here's your sneak preview for next year. It's going to be a really big band next year. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, so tonight we played some movie music. We've also played some pieces that are original to band. Movies, of course, being one of the predominant mediums in which we get new music nowadays. If you think how many movies you might have seen in the last year, that is one of the biggest places where people go to see and hear new music, even though some people don't even recognize it. They just watch the movie and are impacted by it. There was another master of music that passed away this year, and we wanted the opportunity for everybody to experience some of his music. This piece is called Prince in Concert. Our drum set player needs one more minute. I'll expose my age a little bit. Prince was really famous before me, so sorry. I took the opportunity to go back and watch some of his videos online. Of course, the internet being a wonderful place. I just got on YouTube, looked up Prince, and I watched some of his unplugged concerts where he didn't have a band. He just sat with his guitar and he sang. And I was incredibly moved at his musicianship. His ability to speak through that guitar was incredible. So it was really important, and Mr. Grissom and I agreed, playing this piece, exposing these kids to some of his music. Some of these things being well before their time, but I hope a couple of them were encouraged to go and do the same thing I did, to watch some of the things that he did, some of the things he really did to push music forward through his medium.
Next, good. Almost. Feeling it?
All right, if you are moved to get up and dance, please do.